Hello and welcome here in LATOKEN Venture Capital TV. My name is Javier Borja, and like every session, we bring you the innovation, technology, and solutions you want to hear about. And also, you get it to hear directly from the CEO of the founders speaking about the projects. Today, I'm very glad to introduce a great project, RACA, represented by the head of marketing, Vitaly Tian. Vitaly, how are you?
Hey, I'm good. Good to see you.
Great. Welcome to the show. Um, Vitaly, before we move on to the interview, just as a reminder to our viewers, they can always see the previous shows and content by visiting latoken.com/VCTV/shows and to follow us on all socials like Facebook and Twitter and also on YouTube. They can hit the subscribe button and always be informed of great content, opportunities, and even giveaways. Also important to mention to our viewers that anything mentioned here is not any type of financial advice. Please do your research before making any decision. It's your choices and your responsibility. With that said, Vitali, I think we can move on. We have a set of questions for you. And for our viewers, you are able to make questions live. Just go into the comments and we will post them here. With that said, then, Vitali, I want to ask you, where are you from? And tell us a little about yourselves, the team.
Yeah, so myself, I'm originally from Kazakhstan. I immigrated to United States at a fairly early age, went to high school here, college, grad school, graduate, started my own few businesses, uh,
Mm-hmm.
learned about crypto around 2017, slowly, steadily fell in love with it more and more. And yeah, it's just kind of taken over my life at this point. As far as our team, well, most of us are based out of Silicon Valley. We have some members in Singapore, in Europe. Um,
Mm-hmm.
core sort of the US team, core team strategy, marketing. It's in the United States. We have a very big development team as well. All in all, we have about 80 full-time employees and about 300 part-time team members, including some volunteers. So very, very big team.
Yeah, it is. It's quite big. Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, it's because we have blockchain team and we have the metaverse team, so it takes a lot of people to make everything that we want to make happen. So yeah.
Yeah, that was one of my questions that I had because I was also reviewing your website, and I'm gonna give you a chance to explain this. But before we move on, I would like to say some or give us a quick overview of the market because I see that you're dealing with the metaverse, but also into GameFi, play to earn, and you're also dealing with a little bit with NFTs. So, where would you put yourselves?
We first started out as primarily NFT, right? So,
Hmm.
like, go back to the beginning of our project. We started in the middle of May of last year. So, uh, by the end of the year, we've only been what, like 7.5 months old. So, we started out as an NFT uh, community token. We released an NFT, then we um, got the exclusive rights to issue May Musk NFT, which
Hmm.
really became popular. They're called MPB. That was a collaboration of Coda, Robot Dog, and May Musk, and we got the rights for it. So that really took off community wise. Then we proceeded to develop additional products that we have planned for. One of them was a Metamon Island, which is a, you could call it play to earn, we call it fun to earn, fun to play game. And that also very quickly became popular. We have over 500,000 game characters being played. We got close to maybe 50 daily active user base at some point, and it's steadily growing. Um, we also have our own NFT marketplace that we launched last year, and that became extremely successful. In just about 2 months, we have achieved a trading volume of $2 billion.
Wow.
So that's what makes our NFTs and our products very special because they have very high liquidity. because there's always somebody willing to buy them and use them and trade them. Many people, of course, just keep them. And as far as like our NFT marketplace is like extremely successful. Like oftentimes we rival the whole open sea at some point as well. So, and again, we're a fairly new project, so a lot of the success we've had kind of found us by surprise too. Like we knew that we were developing something great, but we were like, wow, people
Mhm.
really love our products even more than we expected. And again, to talk more about our NFTs, even on other marketplaces, for example, Bakery Swap or Binance NFT Marketplace, we often account for half or 90% of their trading volume. So when we were reviewing our data, like we consistently sort of like dominate the NFT, not just in our marketplace, of course, but in others as well. So
Yeah.
that we found really strong data point for us to just, I guess, realize and accept, like, hey, we have something really special. Um, I'll talk about metaverse, but why sometimes we try to identify what makes our project successful, why our NFT is so
Hmm.
successful, why our token rose at some point to like number 82 uh, by market cap, and all of that was done in like the first 8 months. Why did we achieve so much success? Um, nobody knows the right precise formula, but if I were to give my opinion, is because we are a fair lunch token, so sort of like Shiba, right, where everybody had to buy our token from market, including development team, founders, and just people who found about the token and bought it from an open market. We had no pre-sales, we had no VCs, so it's essentially like a community run
Hmm.
project. It's a community token. Um, what makes us different from, say, a bunch of meme tokens that are coming out every day is that we actually have a real development team, we have a real leadership, and we have connection to the Silicon Valley, so we're able to recruit and keep growing our team and show our community, which is very strong, which I think our community is one of the strongest out there, most passionate and most loyal. We're able to show them, right, that we deliver on what we promise.
Hmm.
A lot of projects, they have a roadmap that they never meet, but we actually develop the Metamon game. We develop NFT marketplace. We keep improving it. We keep updating it. We tell them about the next projects we're developing. So showing the work, I think, really goes far as getting that respect, right, from the whole crypto community.
Yeah, I can see you do have a very strong a community because actually, uh, even a little bit before the show started, we started getting very good reviews or comments
Yeah,
for you. So I think it was really passionate, as you mentioned. So what you said at the before that you were focusing on NFTs, right? That was your
that
startup,
was in the beginning.
and then later on, you transformed or you diversified more into metaverse and play to earn, right? Which is where you are right now.
So Metaverse is our is one of our major projects that is out right now, and people can actually see the beta, so they can see the development, sort of
Hmm.
like an alpha version, to be more technically precise. Um, so the Metaverse, so we kind of have our whole ecosystem, right? RACA is a whole ecosystem. We have our NFTs, we have our NFT marketplace, we have our Metamon Island game, we have a metaverse, we have our token. All of those, they're going to work together, right? They're going to synergize with each other. Um, for example, if you happen to own a Metamon game character, that will actually, you will be able to play and use that character inside the metaverse. So we merge everything together, and so that the NFT holder is taken care of, right? Because we maintain the Metamon Island game, That's another product that we have, and we love it, and we always keep adding new features. Um, and the metaverse itself is its own product as well. And we it's fairly new, right? We started like a few
Hmm.
months ago. We already pre-sold lands for it. I think over
Hmm.
40,000 or so. I'm not exactly precise, but about over 40,000 lands we have pre-sold. In one of the rounds of sale that we did on our website, we as a company have earned $30 million in just 2 hours.
Hmm.
We actually we were taking BNB as a payment. We primarily focused on using RACA, but this time we just decided to accept BNB as a payment. And I believe we our user base, our community, increased the BNB price from like 500 to 600 or something like that. So the price,
Okay.
because people were already buying BNB to prepare for our sale. So in 2 hours, we earned $30 million, and so that kind of, if you want, I can jump into the profitability numbers a little bit later. But the metaverse is our main product right now. Metamon is also our main product. NFT marketplace is our main product. All of them work together, and all of them are consistently being maintained and developed further.
Okay, perfect. Thank you for that information. We are getting a lot of questions. I think I'll let you finish with your questions, what the questions we have prepared for you, and at the end, I can start bringing in all the questions
Hmm.
that we're getting for the viewers. So please do keep sending them. Drop us your comments in the chat. And for those of you who are not aware or would like to know more about this project, you can do so by visiting the website, which you have down below, radiocaca.com. And if you want to get in contact and have quick updates, please visit their Twitter at Radio CACA NFT. Uh, we are we're still getting a lot of love
Yeah.
from your followers and your community. They seem really passionate about it, which is fantastic. Okay, so we already know then how the project started, how it grew. We have the review of the market. You did touch a little bit about the token, but you want to take us a little bit deeper into the token. How does it get involved in the whole project and ecosystem?
Yeah. So RACA is our native token, right? That is used in our own NFT marketplace. You need RACA to play our Metamon Island game. You can stake RACA to earn NFTs.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So obviously, RACA is going to be the main our token, sort of governance token, primary token in the USM metaverse. So RACA itself can cross chain to multiple blockchain. So we've been doing more and more of that. Um, and obviously, once you have some RACA, you sort of become part of the community, right? And once you go down that rabbit hole, you kind of it's hard to really escape once you join the RACA community.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, the token is very important to us, right? Because it's sort of holds everything together in a way. But so yeah, I hope that answers the question.
Okay, it does. Thank you.
Hmm.
Uh, tell us now. Now let's move topic a little bit. Can you tell us about now? And you did mention this, but again, to go a little bit deeper about your current products and their success, like each of your products that you currently have, as we can see on the website.
Yeah. So as far as our NFTs go, we probably have like one of the strongest and healthiest NFTs out there, right? One of them is their liquidity. Another one is we always sell out within seconds or minutes whenever we list them for sale.
Hmm.
Um, there's just a lot of love that we get from the whole community. So actually, the only time we don't sell out right away is when the network is congested. So
Okay. And
yeah,
do you this allowed? Do you do it like an IEO or is just a small marketing that you put in the community and that's it? Grows.
we did a couple of mystery boxes releases of NFTs with the Binance NFT. We also did some with the Bakery Swap, and we list our own mystery boxes on our
Okay.
own website. But we do not do that often right now. We've had a couple of rounds that were extremely successful. And again, we have a secondary marketplace, right, where users can trade amongst each other on our own marketplace. So people can buy NFTs from there. So everybody just buys directly from the market or from another user. Mhm.
Okay. Okay, I
So that's
understand.
our NFT marketplace. And the Metamon is again our blockchain-based game, um, which is driven by the Metamon characters, which are also NFTs. And in this game, you just need to have one Metamon character and some RACA to play it. It's very affordable to play. And as you battle other Metamon, you earn egg fragments from each battle. So then
Okay.
what you do, you merge them into a Metamon egg, which is an NFT, and you can sell that egg as an NFT on our market, or you can open an egg. And if you open an egg, you can win all kinds of different, I guess, rewards, and some of them are quite rare and valuable. So,
For example.
for example, some users want an MPB, which is May Musk NFT. Uh,
Hmm.
that is like very expensive, right? So if you if you happen to win that, your whole life can change. Um,
Hmm.
Also, Metamon characters, they themselves, they have its own rarity. So very rare Metamon characters, right? It's they're also highly valued. And again, we have people posting screenshots of some people winning those very rare and valuable assets, and uh, it's just life changing, right? So some people they can sell it if they really want to. Some people keep it because they have a long term belief in what we're building. So, but again, there's so many different things we do with Metamon Egg NFTs, and we're always update the odds, the probabilities. We let the public know what they
Hmm.
can win, what's their chance. So we keep everything very engaged there and up to date.
Okay, thank you. And for the this is just your opinion of the key to success. What do you think it is? The token or the community?
Uh, for us, it's community. For us,
Community.
it's community. We have the strongest community, and that's something that we're really grateful for, right? But
Mhm.
we're also all of the people, right? The development team, the core team, the community volunteers, our admins on like community leaders of our Twitter groups, Telegram groups, Discord. We're all part of one family, right? And we all work together. So for us, it's a community, and also it's what makes our community special is that the leadership, right, the people who direct the development team, because you do need to have strong leadership to actually like build the products, right, from the programmatical technical standpoint.
Yeah.
So we have a very like strong marriage, right, of the community and the development team. So we're developing products that our community will know already will like, right? So we're not just in our own world, we work together. So it's community, right? But it's a lot deeper. Like when we say community, it runs a lot deeper for RACA. It's leadership and community working very closely together. So
Hmm.
yeah,
And where would you say your biggest community is located? It is Asia, Europe, Americas.
we have very strong. Well, we have obviously American community, and that is growing very rapidly. We actually because a lot of the core is here in Silicon Valley, so
Hmm.
we grow our American user base very actively. We have a very big community in Turkey. They have a very big community in Vietnam. We have a community for pretty much every continent and region, but Turkey, Vietnam, China as well, and then growing United States community as well. But honestly, we are truly a global community. So wherever there, whoever hasn't heard of the metaverse is going to learn it from us or our global admins. Uh, like our community is so amazing. Some of them went ahead and just worked with the like Turkish local press to get us published in the local
Hmm.
newspaper, and that's what it takes, right, for a project to really grow, to have that strong community buy-in and belief. So a lot of our marketing that we get is free because people just go and like fight for the project like day and night.
Good. They're true believers. Then they believe in the project, and they're willing to sacrifice their free time, their effort, just to get it done,
Yeah.
to make it a success. That I think, yeah, that's brand building right there. I think that's fantastic. Okay, so now that we touched about the community, we spoke a little bit about the token. Now let's talk about the benefits for investors.
Yeah. Do you mind if I briefly talk about our metaverse as well?
Please do.
So our metaverse, like I said, alpha version is out now. People can go follow our Twitter and
Mhm.
just click on the link and see our metaverse and experience it for themselves. We have very, very positive feedback from whether we show to gaming community, to crypto community, to non-gamers. Um, we think we have like a really strong gameplay and user interface.
It's
Um,
live, right? Right now. I mean,
yeah,
it's
the alpha is live, so you can see what it's gonna feel like when it's gonna be fully developed. But you can the reason why we have our development up and in front of people is so that they can see that it is actively being developed. So like every week, every 2 weeks, we push a new update so people can see what it's becoming, um, which we believe is very, very important that the community and anybody who wants to support our project sees that we actively keep developing the products because that's what we're known for, just
Mm.
building good quality products actively. uh, Many of people on our team they barely sleep, so it,
That's
it's a lot of like
the new trend.
blood, sweat, and tears to do it.
So Vitaly, when you don't have to answer, but I'll give it a try. When do you think the your metaverse, will be fully developed, so you can come here again onto the show and show it to us?
Yeah, so the alpha itself is in a very good state. It's you're able to pull it up, or I'm able to pull it up and show it to you. But like the full release will be closer around in March sometime.
Okay, we're talking about 2 months time from now. That's
Yeah,
very short.
but the link to the metaverse is already there. I could even if people go to our Twitter then they can go and see it for themselves. It's very
Okay.
beautiful. People probably already see some screenshots and videos. It's going to be available on all platforms. It's going to have a blockchain and not non-blockchain version. Um, Pretty much everything you can think of will be in it. Um, we're really focusing on also like the metaverse is only as good as its community, which we have, right? And another thing,
Hmm.
a user base. So we believe we're in a position to actually have a real user base. When we look at other metaverses out there, they don't really have an active, loyal, following daily user base that actually goes there, plays the game, engages in activities. Uh, we're in a very strong position to do that. We have struck partnerships with many top colleges abroad in Cambridge, UT, all kinds of colleges. We actually post them on our Twitter. Um, we plan to have more real world events, also complemented or replaced by our metaverse. So that we have a huge, huge plan for this, and obviously like concerts, events with celebrities, uh, top of the line, and yeah, it's just very hard to explain sometimes how big of the vision we have in mind, but I try my best.
We're getting an idea, and especially I get the feeling, we get messages from all over the place. And actually, Musthill is not very common on a show like this one to have so much positive feedback, but from different parts of the world and
Yeah,
one same show, because we have to take into account the different time zones, right?
yeah,
But here also is like people from really a lot of different continents, and that is fantastic to see that you really decentralize in that sense.
yeah,
Okay, great. Now to move on, because I still want to make space for all the questions that we're getting from your community, and which I think it's important. But so what can investors expect when they will be investing in your token?
Yeah, and some of the things I'll repeat. Well, first of all, we're like a fair launch token, right? We're a community token. We had no VCs, we had no pre-sale, we didn't give anybody discount. Everything that we've built, all success that we have achieved in such a short period of time, it was by our own work, by our community work, right? We also won BSC Most Valuable Builder Top Player Award, which is like a big award that, and we were the only metaverse project to win it. Um, so again, our community is real, right? That's where the power of the project lies. Everything we did, we built by ourselves. We have a real development team. We have a real blockchain team. All it takes is for somebody to just go and see what we have accomplished in the time. So people, they can just look at the pattern of us building and delivering our promises, and they can easily project that what we're saying we will also accomplish. Another thing, what makes us really strong as well is we sort of already won the battle sort of before it's fought, in a way that in the first 8 months we were extremely successful. We have extremely strong leadership that knows how to manage resources, because all of the, if it look think about all of the people that we have to compensate, right, to develop the metaverse, the blockchain, our team.
Mm-hmm.
So just in the first 8 months, right, for the year of 2021, and our project started in May, we have earned a revenue of $142 million already. So as a
Wow.
company, to us, that was very important. Why? Because we do not know what market is going to do out there, right? We have no idea what Bitcoin or Ethereum is going to do out there. We focus on building products, and we wanted to make sure that we have the resources, marketing budget, development budget, team budget to keep building for years to come. So now we're in a position to do that. Another thing that people can see is that we're very active in striking relationships with colleges, real world institutions. So we got Cambridge, we got I need to pull up the list. There are like a few, so there are like a bunch of them. We work with Cambridge. We got USC. We got University of Texas at Austin. We got a couple of great Turkish institutions, University of California, San Diego, and we keep adding more universities to our metaverse, because we really believe that's going to be like one of our big user bases. So what else can I say? It's if you just look at our products, you look at our community, you look how we have been developing, you look at the partnerships we have been doing, you see at how we manage our money. Um, I believe we're like one of the strongest projects out there, and we're gonna thrive no matter what the market does, because at the end of the day, the project that is gonna win is one that's actually creating products that people love and is actually
Mm-hmm.
developing things. So that's us.
I definitely agree with you. I think you do have to have a sound project, satisfy the people needs is one of the basics of the business. And this leads us to the next question, the roadmap. I know to everything can change in half a year, in 1 year, but where do you think your project's going to be in the next 3 years?
Yeah, so you're right. Things can definitely change because crypto is such a wild space. But on a high level, our metaverse, right? We focus on keep striking more partnerships. We focus on bringing more real world events and concerts, music, entertainment into our metaverse. Keep expanding our metaverse across every country, and we're able to do that because we're already doing it through the power of our
Hmm.
community and our advertising marketing efforts. um, so we aim to have like millions of users, and I think if we achieve that, and when we achieve that, we'll be very happy with that. And as far as our metaverse, again, we just want to build something special for all of us. We're a strong believer in the metaverse. um, So we think we can be the true metaverse that people choose, and that actually has daily active user base that is engaged. Because right now, all the other metaverses you log in, you barely have that sense of community, right?
Hmm.
And of
Yep,
course, the
right.
metaverse needs to be developed very powerfully, right? With the voice features, with chat, with friends, with a strong NFT marketplace behind it. So that's our focus essentially: to keep building the metaverse, to keep building Metamon game, to keep expanding our NFT marketplace, keep getting listed on more and more exchanges, and just slowly and steadily keep earning more and more respect and love from everyone.
Perfect. One question I have, this is a personal question. Once the metaverse is fully developed and launched, what will be the average number of daily visitors that you have there? Do you have any
That
idea?
that number is hard to estimate right now. I
Mhm.
would say um, what I would say is that we're in a very strong position to be uh, much higher than anyone else, uh, just because of the power of our community, as anybody can see and testify to it, and also
Okay.
all of the things that we're setting up right now for the future, right? Because we don't believe just like metaverse, hey, we're gonna release it, and then that's where it is. It's a finished product. We're putting things in place right now, and we're striking relationships and partnerships so that we don't just win when it's released, we win long term, right?
Yeah.
And we're really going to focus on the United States, on entertainment, on adding more colleges. Um, like metaverse is this brave new world, right? Everybody's breaking ground in it. So it does take courage, it does take strategy and planning. We just believe we're in the position to actually execute on it.
Hmm. Okay. And again, just for my knowledge, as you're much more knowledgeable of the metaverse than I am, what would you consider an adequate number of visitors? Because we have a lot of projects out there, and as you said it correctly, the ones that I've seen, there's not much interaction, not much happening. What we say is a critical number for a metaverse in order to be called successful.
Obviously the easiest question, the easiest answer, say the more the better, right? But I
Yes.
think because again, metaverse is like the hottest thing in technology, right? And it is the future. And the current metaverses that have been out, they don't not they barely even break a couple hundred users if you think about
Hmm.
it. It has to. The most important is that you see the consistent growth, right? So month over month, quarter over quarter, you have steady increase in actual daily active user base.
Hmm.
That is more important metric than just looking at the initial number, because metaverse is expanding, right? More and more
Yeah.
people know about it. In the beginning, it's hard to say, right? The ultimate goal is millions, and that could be achieved as the marketplace matures. But the metric I think that is very good to keep track of for every metaverse is what is the actual user base and how much is it growing? Because what we've observed uh, in other projects that are quite established, they actually are quite um, underwhelming there. And if you think about it, it's like everybody knows the names, but if you actually look at the data, they don't actually have people in the metaverse. So, and we definitely plan to be an outlier again, right? As we've been. So,
Yeah, because that was my question. Because I've seen different metaverse projects, and they go through a lot of development, but actually the visitors, there's not really much interaction, not much community happening there. So that was like I wanted to know a little bit
it
more
takes a
about
lot
that.
of like work to strike the right partnerships to establish itself as
Mhm.
institutions, be it colleges, be it well, we're working on a lot of cool things that I don't want to also share until we like close on them. But you metaverse, right? We have to bridge the real world user and real world activities as much as we can into the virtual world, right? So that the user has ultimate power of choice. Um, so we're working on doing that, and again, we will get it done because we got other things done successfully. So
Perfect, great.
yeah,
I'm going to start bringing in some of the questions because I think it's really important that the community can ask the questions now that they have you. Let's start with a few of them. From Charlie. Hello, could you give us an idea of the things that people will be able to do for fun inside the USM verse, please?
Yeah, so that's a great question, and I love the avatar. SpongeBob cracked me up. Obviously, play and create games, play games. Some of the
Hmm.
games, like Metamon, will also have its own version inside the metaverse. We will also enable users to create their own games as well. Other fun things, we will have some events, some appearances from very popular figures in the world, be it entertainers and things like that. Um, Obviously, collaborations with different institutions, releasing events around that. Another thing that we really think we could add a lot of value in is complementing or fully replacing real world activities. If you think of, for example, like a wedding, right? If you take a wedding, how much work and how much money does it take to celebrate a wedding? And not everybody is able to attend. And you always have to think about what kind of gifts should I give to the bride and the groom? Am I going to go to Walmart,
Right.
Target, and give them a gift card?
Yeah.
We believe that even taking just, for example, just one event like a wedding could be severely, like strongly enhanced or fully replaced by the metaverse, because the technology is getting to the point where using VR, AR, right, as it's maturing, you could have a full engaging experience.
It is happening. I read last week that there will be a couple in India. You know that there when they invite people can be 500 and so on. They're going to get
Mhm.
mirrored in the metaverse. They're going to have a list of 2,000, 3,000 invites.
Yeah,
And it'll be the first one at least in India. So that already is like a reality.
yeah. And we also think about it just from the standpoint like NFTs that can really immortalize the events of the event, right? It's something that
Hmm.
passed down. If you just think about the trend of the world towards being more nomadic, moving from state to state, people love having that mobility. Metaverse is sort of like can be its own home, right? People keep changing jobs. People have remote jobs. They move from country to country. But our metaverse could, in the metaverse world, if it's done right, it could be that one constant, right, where you can go interact, play games with your friends, celebrate events, gather there, and it only makes real world bonds stronger, right? Like oftentimes, I just remember playing games with someone, and then you meet up with them in real life. It enhances the friendship, and it's also easier to maintain the friendship that way. Um, so yeah, it's uh, it's just exciting to be a part of this change that is occurring. And just from the environmental standpoint, right? Like driving takes a lot of like even going to the wedding, it's a lot of gas mileage, a lot of travel,
Hmm.
a lot of environmental impact, right? So if we can offset some of that um, by having it more take place digitally inside the metaverse, we will also,
Hmm.
that's something we're also focusing on. So we have a lot of really good sort of initiatives internally that we're working on.
Okay, great. Good to hear that. We have a few questions about the ROI of the token. Let's just take one for example. What can you say about the ROI of Metamon game right now?
Well, so what we did, right, in the most recent change, we lowered the price of the challenge. So now people need a lot less RACA to play the game. And essentially the cost becomes super affordable. I will dare say almost negligible. So our ROI becomes extremely appealing, right? I do not have the exact number because again, a lot of it is based on the market conditions and
Exactly.
also on the secondary NFT marketplace. But what I do know is that the game is being developed consistently. The prizes that people can earn within the game also always get updated, improved, enhanced. The odds get adjusted to make sure the community likes them, right? So all of the things we change, we uh, work with our community, right? And we also look at it statistically, mathematically based to adjust. So Metamon is a game that people can start playing. It's affordable to play, and they can win some incredible prizes. So the ROI, in my opinion, is like extremely high. And plus, it's a really fun game. It's like one of those games that is very simple to play, uh,
Hmm.
but it's enjoyable. It has its own charm.
Okay, great. I should play that. Now, this one is a little bit more difficult. I don't think it has an answer, but it's still an interesting one. These days, very good news. Agreements are being made. This is pleasing. But investors want this to be reflected in the price. What is your expectation within 3 months? I think if you can reply that,
Yeah, it's like
you'll be bigger than Elon Musk.
when $1, when $10, when $100 per token, right? All
Yeah,
of
no,
those
but
things, like if I have an answer to that, right, I'll probably be bigger than Warren Buffett or Bill Gates,
exactly.
right?
No, nobody can.
We
Nobody.
cannot control what the whole market does, right? Bitcoin
Mhm.
obviously, experiencing some volatility as it always does. What we control is what we can control, which is building, which is setting ourselves up for the long-term success, striking partnerships with institutions, educational institutions, work on our sort of content strategy, right? What sort of a content entertainment we will have inside the metaverse, keep spreading our metaverse across every continent and country. So laying the groundwork while building things, that's what our focus on. We
Definitely.
believe that strong projects, they will always win in the end. So uh, again, I look at ourselves as a long-term project, and this is not something that you just think about, get it for a week, for a month, turn it around. No, you want to be a true believer if you're with us. So
Exactly. It's a project. It's a project, and as such, it has to be treated like a long term with long term goals.
yeah, yeah. When you talk about the price, it's just like crazy. Nobody knows, right, where the price is going to be.
No, yeah, yeah, yeah. I
All I know
agree
is that
with that.
when I joined Twitter, if anybody joined me then and was observing everything that they've been saying, they would be extremely happy with where they are right now. So
Mhm.
yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. This is more of a comment, but I thought of putting it today. Is a special day for the Vietnamese RACA community. We wish the RACA project great success, and today is also the Lunar New Year. So to all of those viewers, Happy New Year.
Our Vietnamese community is amazing. They hosted an event with like a few hundred people by themselves in Vietnam, where they were
Hmm.
educating people about RACA, our products, our metaverse. Um, it's one of the most strongest, passionate, loyal communities out there. Love them so much. Um, so yeah, they're a big part of our family. Every community is, but they've done really something special by putting on such a big event.
Okay, kudos for them. Uh, Another one from Irvin. I hope I can stake my RACA to earn RACA in MetaMask. That is more maybe feedback for you.
I would say, yeah, yeah, it's more of a feedback. What we have been very good at is we had a lot of sort of farming pools where people can stake rocket to earn NFTs, and people are also able to stake NFT to earn other NFTs. And actually, that has been very, very successful. We're usually locking up anywhere between around 30% of whole circulating supply just through our farming pools. So you cannot stake Rocket to earn Rocket right now, but you can stake Rocket to earn NFTs, and you can stake your NFTs to earn other NFTs depending on the what we have available out there.
Okay, great. I'm getting also some questions about the price of the eggs. One,
Mhm.
for example, is could you improve the price of eggs to better balance the price in fairer?
Yeah, that's an interesting question. I would say so. What people can do, just I will answer this. What people can do is they can follow our Telegram and join
Hmm.
it, and they can if we cannot answer all of the questions, they can join Telegram and they can ask any questions that they have there, because again we have such strong uh, admins there that communicate all of the questions, and all of the questions get answered. As far as egg, we already made a post about there. We adjusted the economics to make it healthier, make it more sustainable, and we lowered the price of the challenge. So the game is as lucrative as it has been, and people have a choice to play if they want to play or not. And again, people are choosing to play it. I think it's more of a it's very similar now because the egg is almost like its own. It's like asking, what will the prize be in 5 years, right? So that's sort of the same question. Hey, can you make the egg price higher, right? Because people are able to earn, um, like merge a lot of eggs, and a lot of people they do that and then they sell them and they earn a very nice living. So I understand that question. Everybody's interested in uh, selling eggs for a higher price. So yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we're getting still a lot of questions and even recommendations. Like Anderson Cardoso mentioned that we convenient to put subtitles because you have such an international global community. Many people might not understand, but still want to hear what we're saying. So, yes, I agree. Maybe next time we could try to add some subtitles. It, our time is going to be up. Vitaly, I know you're super busy. I don't want to take more of your time. What could you have any last words for our viewers today?
You want to follow our Twitter, you want to follow our Telegram, um, want to read our Medium articles. I just believe like if people learn about us and they just do their due diligence on the history of the project of how much we have accomplished in such a short period of time, how we're developing, how we're keeping our community posted on all of our plans and developments, I really believe that anybody that does their due diligence will become part of our family, and will ride this thing with us to the very, very end. So,
Perfect. Thank you very much. As everybody here at Vitali, if you have questions or want to be more informed, please hook up on their Twitter. You have the banner down there. Again, I'm very sorry for not being able to address all the viewers' questions, but I do hope to have you again in another show. And then all these questions plus the new ones, then we can address it there. But again, so once again, Vitaly, thank you very much for joining us. Thank you to our viewers for such a great interaction and such a great feedback. And definitely, we totally hope to have you back on this show with any update you have from the metaverse.
hey, it's been a pleasure, Javier. Thank you for making it very comfortable and organizing things in such a professional way. Really pleasure.
Pleasure's all. So, with that said, thank you very much to our viewers. Please keep safe, and that will be until the next show. Have a great reminder of the day. Goodbye.
My goodbye, everyone. See you.